Ladies and gentlemen, geeks and nerds, welcome back to another episode of Road to HermitCraft. We are back and we are in the end, and today we're going to be doing some work on the Death Star. Yeah, we're going to be adding some new farms because we need some more resources out to trade with the villagers, because we only really use carrots at the moment, and yeah, we need some more stuff. So today we're going to make some melon and pumpkin farms, and I've made a quick start right here. Yeah, so here we are. So I've made these circles right here because what I want to do is I want to make this build a little bit more interesting. So there's a whole bunch of designs out there for melon and pumpkin farms. You know, we could quite easily grab one of those and copy them, but what I want to do is I want to make my own, like we did with the sugarcane farm, but I want to give myself some constraints that make it a bit more interesting and give us an interesting problem to solve. And what I've decided to do is I want to make them inside some cylinders. So each of these cylinders will be a separate melon or pumpkin farm. Okay, now I'm not sure how many we're going to do, so we could certainly do like 3 on this side, another 3 on this side. I might make all of these pumpkins, for example, and then a room over there we might make another 6 and make them all melons. So 6 of each is what I'm thinking, maybe. And these can go up to the ceiling, so the next floor starts just there. So it's 14 blocks in between. So it could be the cylinder 14 blocks high. And that's the kind of size of the base. And yeah, see if we can stick as many layers of pumpkins and stuff inside as we can. So I think that's an interesting constraint. See if we can make it nice inside this cylinder. I've got a few ideas, so yeah, let me gather up some resources and yeah, we can get started. And here we are over at the iron farm. Yeah, I've been collecting some resources and making some stuff that we need, and yeah, I need some iron, so while I'm here I thought I'd give you a quick look. So we've filled up one silo so far. Yeah, we've got a lot of storage here for stuff, so we're so far onto our second storage, but check all this out, so much iron in all these chests. And yeah, I did make a change. I'm keeping some poppies now, so I'm going to have 3 double chests of poppies. That should keep us going, and any overflow gets destroyed rather than all of it. So yeah, just been crafting up some bits and pieces. So got some stuff. I've run out of redstone, so I had to go caving, get some of that stuff. Now I need a whole bunch of hoppers. So I've got all the chests, these chests right here, 3.5 stacks of hoppers. Oh geez, right, let's get crafting. Now look at this dude. He's giving me a flower. Oh, thanks very much. Oh, you're giving it to this dude. You're giving it to Tony Stark, are you? Hi, Tony. So we're back in the end, and I've made a start. I've not done very much, just made a start. And yeah, just want to show you how this farm is going to work. So yeah, I think I've decided I'm going to have 6 silos. So each one of these circles is 1 silo. So I'm going to have 3 on this side. I'm going to have 3 on that side. And yeah, I'm going to have 3 of them will be for pumpkins and 3 will be for melons. And I'm not sure, I might do all pumpkins on one side or melons on the other side. And what's going to happen is we're going to have our usual sort of water streams underneath. So one water stream will come out of each one, and they'll meet up in the middle, and all of the water streams from all 6 will all converge and go this way, like we do for all our other farms, and end up falling into this tube, which takes it all up to the main conduit for all of our items. So that's that bit. Now, for each of these silos, they're all going to work in the same way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build one up and show you as it goes, and then I'll go away and do the other 5 once we've done one together. So the first thing I want to talk about is how we're going to be harvesting these pumpkins and melons. So let me just build something up here temporarily, and I'll show you how it's going to work. Alright, and here's what I've knocked up, and this is what's going to be pushing our pumpkins and melons off once they grow. So let me show you what I have. Alright, so yeah, we've got pistons, and what's going to happen is the pumpkins and melons are going to grow in front of it. So they'll grow right here on this spot, and this piston will push the pumpkins this way, and then they're going to fall into some hoppers. Now the interesting part about this is how these pistons get fired, and you'll see underneath we have a sapling. Now this is the brains behind the whole operation. Just this right here. So what's going to happen is this sapling, every so often, is going to try and grow. And it's not going to be able to because it's got this glass block above it. But when it tries to grow, this observer notices a state change within the sapling. And that creates a redstone pulse right here, but that changes the state of the observer. We have another observer above it watching this observer. Let me just put her up here. And so when that observer notices this observer change, it will highlight these, it will power these redstone, it will power this redstone right here, which powers all of these pistons on this layer right here. And then on the next layer up, we have an observer facing down watching this redstone. So when that redstone changes, it fires and powers all these redstones, which will power all of these pistons. And then we can go up and up and up, multiple layers. So I think in one of these silos we'll have maybe 6 or 7 of these layers. So each of these layers is going to have 2 pistons on each side. So that means that we can have 2, 4, 6, 8 pumpkins or melons per layer. I'm not going to do any more maths on camera because I'll just embarrass myself if I try. But yeah, so it makes it easily stackable, and we just have a dirt block in between. I'm missing some pistons on this side, but basically here and here, but facing this way, not facing upwards. Logic, geez. All right, but this is just a mock-up. So this is going to go in the center right here, and it's going to push the melons and pumpkins over to the side. We'll have some hoppers running around in a circle around the edge, and they will feed into this hopper right here, which feeds into our drop-off station, which spits the items out into our water stream. Woo! All right, does that make any kind of sense? I'll tell you what I'll do is I will build up maybe the first layer of this and then show you that in place so you get the idea. Now this will fire randomly, and I guess on average I think it's something like every 6 or 7 minutes on average, but it can be quicker than that because this works just off the random ticks. If you increase the random tick speed, this gets quicker. But yeah, I think this is just a nice way just to randomly fire these pistons and harvest any pumpkins or melons that have grown without having to have some big complicated clock or anything like that. Just a sapling and observer. Pretty simple, huh? Alright, let me get this built up, first layer, and I'll bring you back in. Okay, and here is the beginning of our first silo. So as I said before, there's our sapling in the middle with the observer watching it, and then the observer watching that observer. We've got plenty of light around it just to make sure it's got enough to grow. And here on this dirt is where we're going to be planting our pumpkins in this particular one. And what's going to happen is we're going to have pistons. In fact, we could just build this up right now, I guess. Let's get some blocks in here like this, just like we had in our mock-up. And then we need some redstone that goes on the top like this. Okay, and we need a glass block in there, one of these guys in here to stop the tree growing. We don't actually want it to grow. And then we need some pistons, and these should go round in front of this dirt right here like this. Dirt, and then last 2, glomp and badomp. That's going to go there. So then when something grows here and the sapling fires, the pistons will push it and they'll go into these hoppers, which all link round to our central one right here that spits them out into the water streams. Alright, and then it's just a case of now building up more and more of these dirt levels and these piston levels all the way up until we get to the ceiling, which is that grey block right there. There we go. They are the first 4 layers, 4 layers of pistons right there. And yeah, this is pretty much just like we saw it just a minute ago, just repeated up. So let me see if I can end a pearl up there. Oh, fail. Logic. Fail. Try again. Ready. Hey. There we go. Uh-oh. I hear... Look at this dude. I'll get him in a minute. Yeah, so just like we had in the mock-up, just a bunch of levels, just these observers watching the redstone underneath it, and the very bottom one watching the sapling, which is just down there. So we're going to have some water sources right at the very top in each of these 4 corners. One here, 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 and here. And that's going to just flow down and just gather in that bottom trough right there. So that will hydrate all of the land. All right. So let me get this built up to the top, get the water in, and then we can get planting. All right, I've built this up to the top. And we're ready to do the water, so I've just placed some ice into each of these 4 corners, and actually it started to melt already because of these torches. But yeah, we're right up to the next level. So there's the next level there, and that's going to come right on top of this block right here, almost like I planned it, right? So I just need to break this, and then get rid of the dirt that's underneath it, and hopefully that should just flow all the way down to the bottom and not go everywhere. Has that worked? Can't see any water anywhere else escaping. Uh-oh, Enderman. Watch out, dude. Right, let's get rid of all of these. Alright, let's fly down. Now, I'm a little bit worried in that these pistons haven't really fired at all. And I would have expected them to do that by now. So, not quite sure what's happening there. I don't think there's a difference in the end to anywhere else. It should grow the same. And this wasn't working in my testing world. So yeah, I was going to just do some testing, just try some things out. I'm going to start planting the seeds down here and get this glass up as well. And we'll see what happens. Check that out, it's some pumpkins, it is working. I was a bit worried it wasn't working, but yeah, I've not quite finished yet. Got up to this level, got 2 more levels of dirt to go, and all the pistons just fired, and I heard some ticking, and there are some pumpkins that have come out. So yeah, and there's one growing right there, so yeah, this thing is working. And if we're lucky, we might see it, but probably not. But I'm going to grab these pumpkins because I need some more seeds to replant. So let me get out of here. Alright, that's good news. Good news, it is going to work. Alright, so let me finish this one up. And I want to try and make these silos look a bit more interesting, because they don't look that interesting at the moment. But we'll see what we can come up with on that front. But yeah, that's what it's vaguely going to look like. Looks alright. So what I was trying to do when I was talking about having this cylinder was I wanted to have, obviously a cylinder, but I wanted to have all of the pumpkins inside the cylinder, but also visible all the time. So as you walk around, you'll always see the pumpkins or the melons all the way around. I just added some glowstone as well for some lighting, just to make sure the plants have enough light to grow and whatnot. Alright, let's get this one finished up. Oh, did you hear that noise? And here I am standing in a water stream, and the reason for that is I finished the first silo. Oh, here comes the pumpkins. Oh yeah. I finished the first silo, and I thought I'd stand in this water stream and go AFK for a bit, because I needed some more pumpkins for seeds for the other silos. So let's see how many I managed to collect. Oh yeah, it's working. Definitely working. That is good news. Very good news indeed. Okay, yeah, I was a bit worried that it wasn't working. Maybe there was something different in the end, but yeah, actually, yeah, it's working fine. Those pistons are being triggered randomly, and pumpkins are being collected, which is good stuff. All right, so next thing to do is to build up another 5 of these silos. So we're going to have 2 on this side, and we're going to have another 3 on this side. I'll probably start with a melon one on this side and get that going so we can collect some more melons and then use those seeds to populate the others. Alright, let's get building. And there we have it, another successful harvest. See all those melons? That was pretty cool. So if I go over here, let's get my UI back up, we should see some melons coming out. Here we go. It's all working. yeah, they shoot past, but then they soon find their way back over here. I need to set up some kind of hopper or whatnot, but this will eventually go this way and into our item elevator and whatnot over there. So this is all working. I've built up the melon and the pumpkins. I think it looks all right. I think it would be good if we could make an improvement to these cylinders and make them look a bit more like a cylinder. Maybe using black glass was a mistake, not sure, because it kind of blends in with the background, but we'll see. At the moment I just want it to get it functional, but we could change up how these cylinders look. So if you've got any ideas, let me know in the comments. Maybe we can change the glass out for a different colour. Maybe we can have a few different colours in there to make it look a bit better. Maybe there's a design on the glass we can do. But yeah, this is looking pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with this. So I think the next thing then is to build up the others, the other 4 we need to build up. 2 more pumpkins, 2 more melons. I've done a bit of AFKing. Let me grab these. Done a bit of AFKing, and this is what we've got so far. So we've got enough seeds and whatnot for the other 4. So let's get them built up. Check this out. Here we go. Here are the 6 melon and pumpkin farms. Let's just land in the middle of these things. These look, oh yes, these look pretty awesome. Yeah, I think there's still some improvements we can do to these silos, but yeah, pretty happy with this. So if we stand right in the middle, this is what it looks like, surrounded by these cylinders. And of course, once we get the roof on, and once we've got the kind of design we want that's going to surround these rooms, yeah, it's going to look pretty epic. Yeah, I want to probably do that quite soon. I think maybe the next building episode we do, we'll work out how these kind of corridors are going to work here, and also what's the backdrop for these these rooms are going to look like, because that will then make these stand out a bit better, I think. Because at the moment we've got black glass with pretty much a black background, so yeah, don't stand out too much. So yeah, that's something for a new episode coming up soon. But yeah, this is all working pretty well. So a lot of these things that I've just built up, the stalks are still growing, so still pretty small, but they will come up. Oh, did you hear that? There we go. Just caught some melons, and they shoot out, and then they go down this way, down the water stream. Looks like this one's just harvested as well. All right. So, a couple of things left to do. At the moment, just been capturing these into a shulker box, and I'll show you what I've got so far. I've moved it all out. This is what we captured so far, and I've just crafted up the melons. They take a bit of time to craft, but that's all right. We can trade with those. So yeah, just want to link this up with our proper storage system. So we need to do some of this. Let's fix that again. Yeah, so I'm just going to do this, get this connected up to this tube right here. So the melons and pumpkins will fall down here. They'll go into the item elevator and get shot up here. And then we need to add a sorter up there, if you remember, so it goes into our trading hall. So we'll do that. And then if we have time, I'd like to maybe do a bit of a switch around with the sorting system that's by the trading hall to try and get those melons and pumpkins going into their own chest. And here they come up the item elevator. It is all wired up, all working. There they go, melons and pumpkins. See you later. Goodbye. All right, that's all working nicely. And here comes some melons. Oh, some more stuff coming in. Oh yeah, this is working great. Very happy with this. This is what it looks like. Just a nice water stream right through the middle, just like everything else. Yeah, all this lighting is all temporary. Again, we're going to get all this sorted out. I just want to focus on getting things functional for today. We've just had a harvest, and here are some watermelons coming in. And I've wired up all of the item sorters, so let's go and catch up with that stuff, those melons. So we go right to the very top. Oh, let's see if I can land. Oh, that will do. And then we jump down here. And hopefully we should see shortly the melons coming up here. Here they are. Here are the melons and some pumpkins coming up. You can see them. It's melons and pumpkins. And then we should see them over here. There's the melons, and hopefully in a second should see some pumpkins as well. If I don't pick them up. Oh, there we go. There's the pumpkins. Yay! Okay, so melons and pumpkins go this way as well. So now if we follow this along, it goes down here. We've seen this before, but it drops down here. If it was food, the villagers would pick them up, but it's not. But it goes along here, it goes along here, down this tube. Oh no! Logic. Don't fall in the tube. That's a bad idea. Let's see, can we fly out of here? Oh, logic. Fly. Okay. Okay. Lost my bearings for a second there. Let's get back down to here. Now this is the trading hall, and here we have some more item sorters, and this filters out the bits and pieces and directs them. So what we've actually got a backlog of carrots. Carrots are going to our overflow chest over there, but I've added 2 extra sorters here, one for melons, one for pumpkins, with all of the droppers and whatnot, and hoppers. So now on this side we have our paper, which comes from sugarcane, which comes from here, and on this one we have our melons. I've put in the ones we crafted up earlier, so all of our melons are in here, and in here we have our pumpkins. So if we're in the trading hall, if I just run around quickly to the trading hall itself, go in here, go in here. So now when we're in here, we can grab stuff from in here and start trading. So that'd be nice. So I need to get some item frames there. But yeah, that's awesome. So now we've got some extra stuff to trade with, because some of our, well, all of our farmers are all locked up because we've just had only had carrots to trade with. So that is a job well done. Don't you think, guys? Yeah? What do you think? Good. All right. Okay, that's about it, I think. Right, let's head on over to the Hall of Fame. There we go. There's another harvest. So well, before we go over to the Hall of Fame, just wanted to give you one more aerial shot of these farms. Check out those pumpkins. Off they go. All right, they are going off to the trading hall. And while they go to the trading hall, we are going to go over here to the Hall of Fame, because we have a new member to add to the list, and this is going to be this guy, the Oscar. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for all the support. Yeah, so the Oscar obviously is leaving comments, really positive stuff, always in Discord. He's on the Patreon server as well, and comes and plays Egg Wars with us on a Monday during our stream. So, the Oscar, thanks very much for the support. Really appreciate it, dude. Thanks very much for everything. Yeah, so that is it for this episode. We have built farms for pumpkins and melons, got them all wired up in with our trading hall, so now we can finally unlock some of those farmers. So if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to leave a like, and as always, get your comments down in the comments section. Always looking to improve, so really looking forward to your feedback. And if you are new, hit that subscribe button. Alright, my dudes, I will see you next time.